Hi, Jeff from Stages of Epilepsy here. Medicine is not a cure for epilepsy and sometimes has awful side effects of our kidneys, liver, and even the brain. Those who believe that epilepsy is a form of possession deny that many with epilepsy are people of deep faith, especially when they quote verses from Genesis, Romans, Mark, and others, claiming that is the only way to be healed. People thought those who had epilepsy and many other diseases were tormented or lunatic, using the old terminology from the Bible. But this was all later rebutted. Epilepsy was later discovered as a diagnosis where the vibrations in the brain were being affected, and today we know that outside stimuli is sometimes just not processed properly or processed differently by our brains. For people that read and quote verses of Matthew, yeah, you know which verse I'm talking about. The verse that they have epileptics and paralyzed underneath. Yeah, that verse. The one verse in many times misunderstood because Matthew was actually quoting Christ in the Beatitudes that was dismissing the thoughts of what the general public believed. Let me just take one small section from the Bible. Blessed are ye who are persecuted for righteousness. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Christ is blessing all those people who were falsely accused. The Beatitudes dismiss what Matthew was contending. It reflects the false beliefs of the time, like I said. The thinking that people who have epilepsy are possessed stayed in place until many years later, all the way through the witch trials, and ended up being extremely damaging to many people. And that type of thinking is still damaging today. Christ dismisses false witness, and it is strictly forbidden. People with epilepsy take their spirituality and faith very seriously. So they just might want to know what the Christian perspective is, and one that is also very realistic. For Epilepsy Awareness Month, this is very important, and thanks for listening.